To you, Gemini. So you have the Knight of Michael, the Queen of Ariel, and then you have the Ten of Ariel. So interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. So if you Geminis are trying to entertain anybody or get to know anybody right now, I need you Geminis to understand that this person is a money pit. They are not a good match for you Geminis whatsoever. You Geminis basically, like, you are vastly underestimating yourself and what it is that you Geminis can get. Let's get into it. The Knight of Michael, and all I'm doing is just telling y'all what happened. Okay? If this doesn't work for you, it is what it is. The Knight of Michael, the Queen of Ariel, and then you have the Ten of Ariel. Some of you Geminis, a lot of you Geminis, y'all were trying to get to know somebody, and however, this person basically was trying to get you to do as much as you possibly can, because it was this mentality that they had with them, mentality of, well, what can you do for me if I already have everything in the world? And they were completely ignoring you Gemini's sincerity. They have all of the physical things of this world, but what they do not have is genuinity. A lot of the times people miss genuineness in their lives. Everybody around them is just for sale and can be bought, right? Allegedly, and stuff like this. So they were completely missing out on the value that you Geminis can bring. A lot of Geminis be getting married. It's like, oh, well, name some off. Natalia Hart, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's her last name. But Natalia Hart, she's a Gemini, right? From WWE wrestling. Gemini. I don't know if they're still together, but last time I checked, which as far as the relationship goes, because I'm not all up in these people's business, Gemini. Amanda Nunes, one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. Gemini. They be getting married. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't want to pay attention to you Gemini's sincerity. And so, because they so caught up with, well, I have what I want. I have what I want. I have all of these worldly things. And see, the Ace of Gabriel and the Knight of Raphael speaks to how. And so it's this kind of like this thing where it's like, they don't want to pay attention to you Gemini's sincerity. They don't want to pay attention to it. They're ignoring your sincerity, right? They were ignoring it. You Geminis would do something, here they go trying to make it seem like, oh, well, either they don't see it or they act like it's not a big thing to them. Meanwhile, it is. It is. And see, it is a big thing to them. And see, because of that, it just revealed their hand about they don't have everything in the world. And that's what it is. That's one of the things that they're missing is sincerity. Yeah, they have people, they have people paying attention to them and chasing up on after them forever and a day, and they have all of that. They have some money and all this, or they may have a lot of things going for them, but they don't, what they don't have is people that legitimately care about them, that want to see them succeed. And they know it to be true themselves. They know what it is. It's just that the situation with them is they're just in denial about it and trying to act like well, they're high and they're mighty and that they don't need anything. And so what's happening here is, or what would happen, right? This is recent. What would happen is you Geminis would try certain things to show them how much it is that you actually have their best interest in mind, but they weren't really paying attention to it. Says the Nine of Michael. They're so busy doing what they want to do. They're so busy not specifically, they're going out of their way to not pay attention to you. And so the Nine of Ariel, the Peace card, and then the Page of Gabriel speaks to how, and so you Geminis put an end to it. You Geminis understand that, hey, who is this person to be giving you such a difficult time? Don't do you any favors. If the person isn't into you, set you free. And so you Geminis set yourselves free. Like, you made the decision for it. You made the decision that was necessary because you saw where this thing was going to go, which was around in a circle forever and ever, running on a hamster wheel. You Geminis going after this particular person, and this person is scared to be in love. They scared. Finally got the Kabbalah chart so I can show you and tell you. They scared to go from mercy through the abyss to understanding. They're scared to cross this abyss. That abyss is represented by love. They scared to be in relationships. They scared to go from here. They scared to go from here to here, but having to move through here. This understanding represents what it is that you do not know. Excuse me, not understanding. Knowledge. This knowledge represents what it is that you do not know. So knowledge represents mystery, right? This abyss represents mystery, what you do not know, what it is that is unpredictable. Love. A lot of people refuse to go through this abyss to get to understanding, to get to wisdom. You heard me talk about wisdom, where you have to go through the abyss to get to understanding, to get to wisdom. A good king or a good queen rules in wisdom. If you do not have wisdom, you cannot rule. The crown is where the crown is where you are crowned king or queen. How do you rule? Through wisdom and understanding. In one person, each king and queen. But you have to go through the abyss in order to get here. If you don't go through the abyss, you're not a king or a queen. No exceptions. So you have a lot of people who are still, to show you what I'm talking about, they're here. They are here and down, here and here and down, which is still in the realm ruled by animals. So they scared to be in love, scared to do all of this, scared. But you Geminis aren't. This is why it is that you stop hanging out with them. You are not. You realize that they are not evolved to where you have yet. They too scared. Because here's a big mystery. I'm giving y'all a big piece of game. It's only until you get to here and here is when a person on either side is truly ready for love. They are open to it. It's only when they get to here and here. Everything else, including the abyss and down, is the realm of the animal. They don't know what that is. They don't know what love is. So everybody ripping and running around, oh, I want love. If you haven't gotten to here, you're not ready yet. There's no exceptions. You're not ready yet. And most people are not ready yet. So the five of Ariel and the leap of faith, right? The abyss. The five of Ariel and the leap of faith, aka the abyss, in which all things spring from. Anyway, we're gonna get off that. Anyway, That's a whole other piece of game for another day. But the point is that the five of Ariel and the leap of faith represents. So you Geminis are gonna have to go speak to somebody else. You're gonna have to get to know somebody else because you Geminis realize that they're not really ready for love. They have a lot of things going for them, but it's a shame because they're not open to actually be in love yet. They're not looking for somebody for real, for real. This is the reason why it is, my dear Geminis, why it is that so many people are trying to overly logisticize love. They're trying to use mental gymnastics, right? Everybody wants to talk about 50-50. I'm going to ask this question again. If we're not talking about 50-50, what is love then? How do two people exist functionally in a relationship if it is not 50-50? Because both of them, remember what I told you, you're not ready for love up until you get into these two spheres, and you have to make it past the abyss. Because not everybody makes it past the abyss. Some people get to the abyss and they stay there. This is where you get, I ain't even gonna get into that. But it's a whole other topic. But then some people get into the abyss and then they choose to go right back down into mercy, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that notice how it is that these two spheres take up 50% of the chart. They split it down the middle. So again, how you gonna be in a relationship and you not talking about 50-50? What does a functional relationship look like if you're not talking about 50-50? What is that? I'll tell you what that is. You're still talking about being down here. So you're still being caught up in the illusion of a relationship, thinking that that's what a relationship is. No, you haven't gotten here. You're still talking about not you, but they're still talking about 50-50 relationships as if it's a bad thing. So what do you think a relationship is? Both of us pulling our weight. What do you think it is? Oh, let's clarify the leap of faith. Right? So this is you Geminis moving to someone else, getting to know someone else because you've made the decision. They don't know what they're doing. They don't really know what they want. They know what they want, but they too chicken squat to actually do it. So the Seven of Swords represents you put a limit to that. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you decided to actually do it for the both of you because you Geminis understood that the relationship was not going to go anywhere. And so the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles represents this person respects you for ending it because most people don't really have the guts to really end the connection with them. They got a lot of people stuck on stupid, chasing up on after them while they run away. But with you Geminis, you're different because you Geminis are not playing. You actually want to really be in a relationship for real, those two spheres. And so, and that middle ground. And then you have the Eight of Cups. Come here, my love. And the Eight of Cups represents you Geminis. Good dog. This Eight of Cups just represents you Geminis basically. You just decided to move forward because you understand that most people are not really built like that. But this is how it is that what I'm trying to show you is this is part of how it is that you make people cower in fear. You ain't gotta, sometimes you ain't gotta be high and mighty and oh, I'm gangster, all this stupid, all that goofy nonsense. Just show them love. They start running over. So throwing up signs doesn't scare them, but being in love does. Yes, that's power. That's power. And did you have to do something wild and no, not necessarily. See how that works? I'm showing you how the real world works. See how that works? You don't have to do anything extreme, but that's pretty much it. You Geminis are doing a great job. Y'all just need to stay away from the goofies. A lot of goofies will find you because they're drawn to you. So don't even worry about it. Whenever it is that you Gemini see somebody's goofy, just excommunicate from them. You Geminis have other people to meet. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We at 18,300 and change. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Come through and get a personal reading from me so I can help y'all out, as well as keep the channel going. If you need help understanding any of the concepts that I was talking about here today, you need a little bit of extra help, contact me for a personal reading. Also, if you have your own particular situation that you need help in, you can also contact me for a personal reading. The link to that is in the comment section below. It's called a Linktree link, and it's the pinned comment in the comment section. Peace.